Hey, Mark and Melody here with a fabulous program. The whole message, I guess I should tell them what we are. Yeah, sometimes we're just,
I like that one. I guess I better tell
we know where we're at, but they might not know where we're at.
That's just like me. I always throw different ingredients in recipes thinking, oh, you guys know what I'm throwing in
Yeah, you do that a lot.
I laid in bed the other night thinking about, I remember putting something in a recipe I forgot to tell them.
Yeah, or later on you're like, I can't remember what that ingredient was. That's when you're really in trouble.
You know, it's the hardest thing for me to do is to make a cookbook.
But
I can tell you how to cook something.
I hate it too.
But I have to measure, and this is what I have to do. You might not, Mark, but I literally dump it in my eyesight. Then I have to take it out and measure and write down what it was I put in there.
Yeah.
Because I just can't, that concept of measuring first and putting in, it's like, is that enough?
Well, that's why I wrote the book with the concepts in it. Simply Incredible. Because it shows the concepts of how to do something.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's a lot better way to cook.
Better way.
Today, we are doing burgers. We're going to do some of our favorite burgers in the kitchen. And you've got some, I've got some.
You wait till you taste my oat burger.
Now, you've got another one that we're going to reveal
It looks
today.
like a hamburger.
So Melody is going to share with us her secret burger recipe that she has been hiding for years and years and years, but we finally talked her into it. That's coming up later on in the program. Yeah, it was.
Let's open the vault, the burger vault.
Yeah, it's in there, you know. But this is one of those secret recipes that you're going to get, but you're not allowed to share it with anybody else. So let's go to the kitchen and get some cooking done.
Okay, it's silent. I'm just waiting.
Is she going to start it, or am I going to start it?
Welcome.
There we go. We can just
to the kitchen with Mark and Melody.
Absolutely. How you doing?
I'm doing great.
I've got a fun recipe here because I do a lot of portobello mushrooms. I just love them.
Portobello mushrooms.
Which, you know, it is a button mushroom. Mm-hmm. It's just overgrown.
Overgrown.
Yeah, but they get more money for it that way.
Well, they've got to find a reason to get money for something.
That's it. So we're going to make some portobello mushrooms, but first I want to do a marinade with these.
Okay.
To me, the marinade is what makes the mushroom. So I'm going to show you what I'm going to do here. We're going to put this right here, and then you're just going to take a knife and just make stabs all over this thing without stabbing your fingers or anything.
So like if I have any frustrations lately, I could just take it out on the mushroom today.
Absolutely.
Okay,
yeah. So,
poor mushroom.
And you don't need to do a lot of them like I just did.
Now,
but then what I did here, these garlic pieces, I took the garlic and just slivered it. So these are hard. And then you're going to shove those right inside.
All the way down?
Yep,
as far as I can get them?
poke them all the way in there.
Okay.
And they don't need to be everywhere. You don't need to hit every hole, but you know, make sure you got about 10 of those throughout the mushroom. Now, over here, I'm going to make a marinade. And for my marinade, I've got some Dijon mustard. And this is going to be a very good marinade. Dijon mustard, A1 steak sauce. So you are going to get that steaky flavor to it. I've got a sweet barbecue sauce. So you're getting sweet and heat at the same time. And I've got a little bit of olive oil. So I've got a quarter cup of each one of these.
All right.
Quarter cup of each one. Now right here, this is called mesquite salt.
Well, you know, I can smell it.
Mesquite smoked salt, but you got to taste it. I know you hate salt.
Oh, I can taste the mesquite.
But there's hardly any salt flavor, is there?
It's salty to me.
I mean, this is
because I'm
like
not used to eating it, but it's great taste.
probably the least amount of salt I've ever seen in a smoked salt.
Okay.
Yeah. So we'll put a teaspoon of that in, and then I do have some red pepper for a little extra heat. But that's it. Give this a stir. Oh, wait. I'm going to put some basil in there. I see basil over here.
I see basil over there.
Melody's hiding basil from us over here.
I am hiding basil.
I'm probably taking it from her other recipe, but it's like, oh, we've got some basil. I'm going to go ahead and use it. This will give it a nice little aroma to it as well.
Mark, what are you making with these?
Just a burger. We're just going to do some Portobello burgers. And we'll end up putting these in the oven
Okay.
You can do them out on the charbroiler if you want.
Oh man, we need to be grilling and chilling.
But that's not in our budget yet. Now let me tell you, if you want to fund us, we
We'll
could
take
use
your
the
money.
funding to design an outdoor studio set. And yeah, it's going to take a few bucks, but we want to get that one of these before the next season, and actually have wouldn't that be cool? Have a couple barbecuers out there.
I would love it, Mark.
And the outdoor kitchen.
Don't get my hopes up.
It's on my wish list, so.
You know, folks, you have no idea the kind of money it takes to run these, and we don't charge. You know, this is information, recipes that we give you because we really want you to be healthier. And when we do receive money, we use that money to go to the right places, don't we, Mark?
Yeah, absolutely.
And
What do
we
you think?
are a debt-free ministry.
Yep, always debt-free. What do you think? Look at that.
I love it. Okay.
It is a little on the strong side.
We
are
want it to
marinating.
be.
Right, we are marinating, so. All right, need some help?
These are my little, look like Mars, little like Martian capsules or something. With all the little buttons on the top. Look at that. Kids would
Are
love
there
it.
really Martians in other planets?
We don't know
We
what's in
don't
other
know that,
planets.
do we?
God created us in this earth, but we don't know what was out there in the other in the universe.
I think it'd be amazing to see what is really out there.
Me too.
Someday.
Someday.
Okay.
You know, I like to sing.
Absolutely. In the kitchen?
Sure.
We used to do a lot of in the restaurants. What we would do, and I've done this at so many properties that I've operated, and I'd have a word for the day. And so I'd go in there, you know, and I was always the head guy wherever I went anyway, and I'd be like, okay, what's the song? What's the word for the day? And somebody'd shout out a word, and you know, like rain, if it was raining outside. And then we see who can come up with the most songs that have the word rain in it.
Oh, wow.
You know, raindrops keep falling on my head. Or,
Rainy days and Mondays always
Yeah.
get me down.
yeah. Blame
Yeah.
it on the rain.
Yeah, we could
can
come
go-
up with
right.
We'll have to keep doing that, Mark.
Yeah,
But you know,
and-
we both have a really good positive attitude when we're in the kitchen because I think we just love to cook and we respect those that help us.
Right, and in the restaurants, it's just a great morale booster for
Sure it is.
for the team. Yeah, so.
And you know what? There's nothing any better than loving to come to your job in the morning and want to go to work and have that atmosphere and that environment. That it just speaks volumes, you know, when you go home at night with your family and you've had a wonderful day and got paid for it.
And we do love what we do.
Yes, we do.
Where
Love
most people are going to work saying, I love my job, I love my job, I love my job, you know, trying to force themselves into it.
And we work hard.
Yeah. So, okay.
We work hard.
So we got these going good. You got 3-1 on me. But this is going to give it some amazing flavor. When people bite into that and get that garlic, it's just going to be a wow factor.
Now, do you want me to put the rest of the garlic in there in your marinade?
No, we're just going to take, and I'm going to put this on the gill side is where you want that marinade to go in.
Okay.
And we're just going to kind of rub that around just like that, so you're really getting it in the gills. Okay?
Lock the flavors right in
Yep.
there.
And then I'm going to go ahead and put these in a baggie just because I like the baggies. You can mix things around a little bit and you're going to get some more of the...
Do you have another spoon over there, Mark?
No, we're good.
Good.
There we go. You're good at this. Yeah, the baggies work really good.
I love portobellos. Probably my favorite thing to make a burger or an entree out of. Now, I have not done the marinade like this.
Okay. And then you're going to spoon up the rest of that
Okay.
because we're going to get that in here too. And you can just pour it right in the plastic. I mean, you can do this in a pan, you know, and flip it around and things like that. But I just find that, you know, get this baby sealed up and it's good to go. And then I can come in there a couple times like this because I want to leave it in there for a couple hours
Now,
or
would you leave
overnight.
it overnight? I was going to say overnight would be something good. A couple days of it.
Mind reader over here. But yeah, and just go in there and you can see where it's all going to continually start getting everywhere.
Oh, wow.
But to me, you get a better marinade that way.
Yeah, I like
So
that.
we're going to leave that in there actually overnight, and we're going to
Okay.
come back tomorrow, and that'll be our lunch.
Oh,
So
yummy.
We'll see you tomorrow. All right. Whew, we got the portobello mushrooms ready. I've been marinating them for quite a few hours.
Those are gorgeous.
Look at those. Grab that pan right here on the counter, and I'm just going to slide these. This is why I like plastic bags.
Yeah.
Because you can just go like this.
Oh my.
Oh, smell them.
That is an amazing smell.
Okay, just like that. These are going to go in the oven. So we'll get
Okay.
these in the oven.
All right.
And I think I want to make some aioli, but I think I'm just going to disappear. Let's disappear, and we'll come back and do the aioli in a minute.
All right, we're out of here. Mark disappeared, but I didn't. And I wanted to stay behind for a reason. Folks, you have no idea the passion and the time that Mark spends into this ministry. This studio he built with his own hands. I mean, look behind, look around, and see what he did. He spends countless hours, weeks, months on the road and leaves his wife behind because she has her job to do, because he has such a passion to help people through health. Anytime you send in money, you know, it goes to a great purpose. You know, it buys the products that we use. It's not like it goes to pay the electric bill or the water bill or the rent. It goes to keep supporting this ministry. I can't plead with you enough to make sure that you help send in your donations. Also, there is an email I'm going to give you. It's tvchefmarkanthony@gmail.com. Send him a message. Let him know how much you enjoy the programs. If there's something that we haven't done, something you haven't seen on our program and you would like to, please let him know. But just let him know how much you appreciate him, because you know what, folks? I appreciate him more than you can ever know. I'm so thankful for Mark and what he's done for me in my ministry as well. I think he's coming back. I better get out of here.
All right, we're back, and where is Melody? Melody, where are you? Come on, Melody. Oh, Melody, you really got to work on your disappearing act here.
I know, and I'm so sorry.
Okay, here's you just got to do it right. You ready? You just snap your fingers, and then you disappear. There you go. Now, isn't that easy?
If he only knew.
It's such a challenge sometimes for us to do things, but hey, we like to have fun in the kitchen. That's what
We
we're doing
do.
today. So
We do.
You want to see these portobellos?
Yes, I do want to see him.
I
Do you
turned
need
this.
to?
Yeah, I turned this oven off just a minute ago
All right.
because look at
That looks like a piece of hamburger.
look how soft they are. They're not burnt. They're just nice and soft.
Okay.
These three are done.
Liking
This one I'm going
that.
to have to put in a little bit longer.
All right, it was a lot bigger and it was real thick.
Yeah. Crank on that stove there, and I'm going to get some lettuce. Oh, wait! I got this aioli.
What are you going to do with the aioli?
We're going to make some just a little lemon aioli.
Okay.
Which usually your aioli is just your garlic and mayonnaise.
Sure.
And you can add a few more ingredients to it too. But I'm going to add some of this lemon zest
All right.
just to give it a nice little lemony kick. And then we've got some ginger here too. And just a little pinch of ginger like this. You can use fresh if you got it too.
Sure.
And,
Now you had lemon juice, lemon zest,
Yep, just lemon.
garlic, and the veggies basically.
Yep, just enough to kick up the mayonnaise a little bit is all you're doing.
Hand me that tomato there, Mark. I think I'll slice a good tomato for you.
Okay. You want a knife too, huh?
I would like that knife. Folks, he will not. I love this knife. This is the best knife ever. Look at that tomato. Look at the meat in that tomato, Mark.
Thinner.
You want it thinner?
Thinner.
I'm thinking I want big, thick.
I just want to see if you can do it. Very good. Wow. Man. Here, I'm going to just put these
culinary
aside.
skills.
Amen. All right, you got some toasted ready. I think we've got those browned a little bit. So we can
do.
use that. So all I'm going to do here, we're just going to plate up one of these to kind of show you what I'm doing here. And you can put a little of that lemon aioli on the bottom. I've got some lettuce right here out of our little tower garden out there. So you can always put some of this in there, whatever type of
Oh, I love
greens you want to do.
this kind of lettuce.
And I'm going to take Melody's thick
Thick
tomato.
one, my thick tomato.
Could do some onion too. Grab that.
Spatula?
Yep. And I want that one.
That one. Oh, Mark. Oh, my.
Woo!
Woo.
And then
Right off there.
And put a little bit on top here too. One thing nice about the ciabatta is you got all the little holes that keep filling up with the mayonnaise as well. So, but just like that, look at that. That
Oh, Mark, that is beautiful.
is a spectacular.
I can't wait to bite into that. I want the taste of that roasted garlic.
Well,
Yum.
there we go. That's our Portobello mushroom burger. But if you want, grab that other one over there.
This one right here.
And we'll just slice this baby right up here for you. If I cut this right in half, you're going to see how meaty it is. Look how meaty that is.
Yum, yum, yum.
That's what you're looking for, isn't it?
My mouth is watering. I'm serious. My mouth is
There you
watering.
go. There's a fork for you.
Oh, yes.
That is absolutely the most spectacular Portobello burger you're ever going to make. And just remember, this is the way to do it. Take that Portobello mushroom, stab some holes in it, go ahead and put your garlic in there. Then we're going to marinate it with our marinade. Put it in the plastic bag, throw the plastic bag in the refrigerator overnight, or at least for 3 or 4 hours, I like to do. And then when it comes out, we're going to put it right on a pan, throw it in the oven. You can barbecue these if you want on the barbecue or outside. And we had it for 450 degrees for 15 minutes about.
15, 20 minutes at the
And
most,
it was
depending
done.
on your oven.
And then boom, 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 just like that, we've got our gorgeous Portobello
You
mushroom
know,
burger.
the wheels are turning. If you know me well enough, you know my wheels are turning. Now, I could see this in a pan with like your portobello, your tomato, your portobello, your tomato. I could see that as an entree, Mark. That tastes like a piece of meat.
And are you starting to get that late hit? Just a little warmth.
I love it.
But it's not immediate. It's
No,
very slow
and it's not
And it's not
overpowering.
overpowering whatsoever.
I did taste the garlic. The garlic was phenomenal. It wasn't hot. It was more of a mild, but I could get all the seasonings with it. Really good job.
It's amazing.
This is like
I know.
a 15 on a scale of
It's
10.
It's one of my favorites, so that's why I wanted to share it with you. So,
Do you have any gluten-free bread?
not with me today, but I'm sure you'll have some pretty soon
I'm
before
gonna
we
find
know
me
it.
some
So,
gluten-free bread. Eat that.
there you go. Mark and Melody in the kitchen, showing you the healthy, easy way to get things done in the kitchen. And we will see you next time. Have a great one. Okay. Hey, Mark Anthony here with another segment of The Whole Message where we teach you the whole information that you need to have. And out there's a lot of supplements and power drinks and all these things to give you energy throughout the day, and they cost lots of money. I mean, the 5 hour, there's so many different things like that, and pills and things. So Dr. Michael Greger at nutritionfacts.org had a comparison between raisins and jelly beans that I wanted to share with you. So let's go to the clip.
After about an hour of strenuous exercise, long-distance athletes can really start to deplete their glycogen stores, the body's source of quick energy. Studies dating back to the 30s found that by hooking athletes on a treadmill up to an IV drip of sugar water, you could delay fatigue, and that drinking sugar water could help as well. So the sports supplement industry has come up with an array of energy drinks, shots, gels, bars, chews, even sports jelly beans. Used, what a coincidence, by the Jelly Belly cycling team. In fact, the Jelly Belly Candy Company paid for a study that found that sports jelly beans could shave 4 or 5 seconds off of a 10K cycling trial compared to sports drinks or gels. But what about compared to raisins? Given that professional, collegiate, and recreational sporting events are supplement-centered, heavily marketed to, athletes at all levels may be left with the impression that specially designed supplements are essential for optimal performance. Yet, these products are often expensive, and cheaper natural foods that may provide a healthier alternative are often overlooked. There are low-cost, natural food products rich in carbs, such as sun-dried raisins, that have the potential to improve performance to a similar degree. Raisins are nutritious, convenient, typically palatable, and are a cost-effective source of concentrated carbohydrates. But do they work as well? They work exactly as well. Exact same time. Same thing comparing raisins to a commercial sports gel. Same respiratory exchange. Same carbon-fat oxidation. Same energy expenditure. In fact, the only significant difference between raisins and jelly beans was in quote-unquote hedonic scores, pleasantness scoring, and raisins beat out the jelly beans. Compared to jelly beans with flavors like extreme watermelon, there was a greater preference for just raisin-flavored raisins.
Well, there you go. I mean, why are you going to spend all the money on all these energy things that really don't do you that much good? And when the raisins will do you the exact same thing. It's all about having a little longer sustaining energy throughout the day or whatever. Raisins will do that. You don't need all this power drinks. And I never knew they had jelly beans that were supposed to be energy driven, but it's the same thing. And raisins are raisins. They're natural, where all these other products are going to have chemicals and sugars and who knows what in them. So stick to the whole natural foods and get away from all these added chemicals, because they don't do your body any different. So anyway, that's our whole message today from nutritionfacts.org with Dr. Michael Greger, and we'll see you next time. Hey everybody, I was just thumbing through Melody's cookbook, Simply Yummy, which it really is simply yummy.
It is.
And I said, what is this scrumptious oat burger? You've got some really good burger recipes in here.
I do.
And I said, please, Melody, please, make some of your oat burgers. So that's what we're doing today. We're going to make some of your scrumptious oat burgers. We don't do a lot of things right out of the book, but
we don't.
This is one of them.
You don't need it. But if there's any of the ingredients that we're using here, and you might have an ingredient that you like a little bit better,
yeah, you can
replace it.
Always mix around.
Yeah.
That's one thing we're really good at, is teaching people concepts about how to cook. So.
Exactly. Now what I want you to do in that water that's boiling over there, Mark.
Okay, you got a boiling pot here.
I got a boiling pot, and I want you to add some of the Bragg's liquid aminos.
Bragg's liquid aminos. Say when.
You're going to put about a 1/3 cup in there.
Say when.
All right, Wen. And you're going to give a heaping tablespoon of the pecan bacon. It is a hickory smoke type.
About like that?
Yeah, that's good. I like that.
So, yeah, and there's a lot of different hickory flavorings. If not,
there is.
They could probably use that liquid smoke.
Liquid smoke.
Yeah.
Now this is a nutritional yeast flakes, and
that's about a quarter to half a cup there, a third of a cup maybe.
And also,
what do you got there?
this is my McKay's chicken style seasoning.
Okay.
And let's go ahead and give that a little bit of a.
Where was that, under sandwiches? Is that under your sandwiches?
Yes, it is. A little forward. Is that it?
Scrumptious.
Now look what I've got here.
1/4 cup of Bragg's, 4 tablespoons. So that's a 1/4 cup, right? What was that?
This is
the minced onions?
Minced onions and
dried. Okay.
Dried, and it will give it the best flavor.
1/2 cup, so you really went to town on that one.
I did. What else is in there?
Well, I'm just jumping around on this one, but the mushrooms, you've got your different season, McKay's chicken style seasoning. Oh, you did beef style seasoning here. Is there a beef style?
There is.
Oh.
There is, and I do both.
I haven't used that.
You haven't used it?
No.
It's really good.
I will try that.
You've got to try it. I love the beef style seasoning, but I do both. I do.
Okay, cool.
And also, I've got some mushrooms. We're going to put the mushrooms in there.
Okay.
All right.
Now, those are cooked mushrooms. You can use raw or cooked.
Those are in the can. If you want to saute them first, fine. If you want to put raw onions in there, you can put the raw onions in along with some of the toasted onions. You can do any of it. I mean, just do whatever you like.
But raw and toasted is going to taste totally different.
They are.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to add some walnuts, Mark, and I just lightly went through and chopped them. And feel, is there quite a few in there?
Yeah. Well, but you got a lot of big chunks in there. I thought this was going to be a burger.
It is going to be a burger,
gonna
but I
fall
want
apart
some
because
texture. No, I
You'd
want
think
some
it'd all
texture.
fall apart or something.
No. Let's put
Okay.
we're going to put a little bit of the...
Usually the bigger the texture of the product inside the burger, the more it's going to fall apart. Where the finer the texture is, the more it's going to hold together.
This isn't going to go anywhere. It's got oats as its base.
And so you've got onion powder, garlic powder. Using
And-
some salt too, or no?
You know, I don't think we're going to need it, Mark. Let's maybe a pinch. Kills me with the salt.
You know you got to have some salt.
Well, the Bragg's liquid amino and the McKay's chicken seasoning, and I use the vegan special that's non-MSG. Yeah. And this is my base.
So you're going to have some salt in that, right?
It is. And this is my base.
Okay.
Now what you want to, you can do a rice if you want to. You can do a quinoa, but I'm doing an oat here, and that oat is really going to stick together. You want gluten-free, that's fine.
Are we going to let this boil, or?
You don't even have to, because we're going to either fry that burger with hardly any oil, or we're going to put it in the oven.
Is this going to cook for a while?
Yes, for just a little bit. But this is quick oats.
And you want me to stir anything
I want
here?
you to stir.
Okay.
I might need just a little more.
That's really bubbling.
I want this pretty tight.
Yeah, you'd have to have it tight if it's going to be a burger. In fact, I'm going to turn this down just a little bit here, because otherwise it's just going to go plopping everywhere.
It will.
So a lot of this is just by sight, as far as you just know how thick you need it.
You really do. It's not like you're eating a bowl of oatmeal in the morning. This is a burger, and I want it tight enough that I can work and form it into patties.
Right, because you didn't have, you've got an exact recipe.
I do.
But if some of the water evaporated out of it, or you got
Exactly.
some mushrooms that were really moist, or there's so many different, elements that can create problems in your cooking. And when you learn from us, we teach you those different.
Now you can turn off your heat,
Oh,
Mark.
see, I had a pocket of.
You did have a pocket.
That was okay.
You can turn off your heat, and we're going to put
we'll do that.
We're going to put the lid on this, and we're going to just let that set and form a little bit. That's all.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Just going to let it set up.
I was going to say, you got to do some type of.
And there's a lot of times I can walk away 30, 40 minutes and just let it sit.
Okay.
Or I take my ice cream scoop, and I have a pretty good sized ice cream scoop, and I'll take it out hot and plop, plop, plop on my cookie sheet, and then I just kind of squash it down, pat it down, and then I can put it right in the oven. I can go for it.
Okay, so is that about the consistency
That looks
you're
good.
looking
That
for?
looks good, because it's going to tighten up even more. The oats are going to absorb that liquid inside, and that's what we want to do, is take on that seasoning, that flavor.
Okay, so we'll just let that rest for a few minutes and.
Wow.
Ooh, it's heated up a little bit.
It's hot when it comes out like that, but look at the tightness of it,
Can
Mark.
I eat it like this?
You can. You wait till you eat that. It has amazing
You know what?
flavor.
That is one of the best oatmeals I've ever had. That is a dinner oatmeal.
It is a dinner
We
oatmeal.
could create oatmeal for dinner.
I make these into patties for my burgers, but let me tell you what I do with them, Mark. I put them in the freezer. I make 50 of these at a time, and I can make my mushroom, gravy, whatever I want to, and I can put this in a casserole dish, and I can serve them like little croquettes or steaks. People love them.
Right, sure.
People love them. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put some out to put in the oven.
And you can let them cool down a little bit.
Oh, you
Look
can.
how hot they are.
They're hot.
What kind of burger are we making here?
This, I'm just going to, would you like some?
You're gonna like mold these. You got the gloves on.
Yes, I am
I've
going.
got to get you some smaller gloves.
I know. It looks like, look at my hands, how big.
Oh, here, let me get a.
Now, would you like for me to pass this over to you so you can work it in the skillet? Because you can do it either way.
Well, and that's what we wanted to show you was two different ways to do these. Because, a lot of people show you their recipes, but I like showing you the different concepts that you can do. So we're going to give you the one that you bake and the one that you fry. So let me grab this out of your way.
Go ahead.
And I can grab this with my hands. Are we doing like enormous ones or just regular?
Hey, let's do both. You can do ginormous burgers, you can do mini burgers, you can make little patties, you know. And Mark, you know how much a burger costs when you go out and eat it now? And those fake ones that you buy at the store?
That's
you know
exactly what I
those
was going to say. I was going to say, you know how much those burgers are?
You get
At least $1 a piece.
at minimum, because you get 4 burgers, I think, isn't it, for $5.99
$4, $5, $6
or something? And I would venture to say, even if you put the nuts in like I did here, you're going to get about,
Half the price.
12 to 18 burgers for $4.
Yeah. And if you want to be cheap, you know, you're saving money, just use more oats and less of everything else.
Yeah. You don't need to put the mushrooms in. I like it for texture. The flavor's
Yeah.
going to remain the same.
Yeah, really. I mean, by theory, if you
And
want
look
to
how
save
big
money.
those burgers are. And you know what's going to be best? When I stick these in the oven to cook at this size, they're going to come out at this size, Mark.
That's okay.
You're not
yeah.
going to get all that shrinking where you take a pound of hamburger meat and you end up with a quarter or third pound
I
of
made
burger.
some really big ones there. How's that?
Oh, I like that. I like that.
All right, so let's get these cooking.
I'm gonna put these in
and
the
then we'll
oven.
come back and show you what it looks like when we're done.
Oh my goodness.
Well,
oh my
these
goodness.
are looking great.
Oh, they are, aren't they?
Look at those babies.
Those are big burgers, Mark.
Yeah, those
Ooh,
are
I
big
think-
tomatoes.
I like big tomatoes.
I want mine thinner. Give me a couple
wanna-
thin slices.
Thin slice.
Yeah, just like that. That's my standard slice right
Is
there.
it really?
Yep.
I like big.
Okay, get your fingers out of the way.
I will.
You gotta teach her everything, you know. It's just like, you do have all your fingers, don't you?
I do have all of them.
You do? Okay, well, that's a good plus.
I do.
never
Now
know.
you got the ones that you fried with very, 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 very little oil, Mark.
Bring it on right here. I see what you're doing.
And here is one that we did in the oven.
Which you ended up with
15 all total.
6, 12, 15. Yeah, but mine,
5 more in
mine
there.
are double size.
Yours
so
are double size.
You're actually ending up with 18 burgers out of
18
this
burgers,
recipe.
about $4. I don't know if you can handle that. That's kind of
Man,
expensive.
we need to open up a restaurant.
I know we do.
Those kind of prices, we could sell this thing for top dollar.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
There's a place in where
You
we
fl-
live in a small town where we're at, and they sell burgers for $10.
You flip these. Mm-hmm. Grab me one of those big buns.
You want the colossal bun.
Yeah. And I'm just going to cut this baby in half. We've got some different buns over there, so you've got some different styles if you're looking for something different. But all I'm going to do is give
Put
this
a browning,
a
golden.
little, yeah. So there we go. And what else we need?
Well, I have this beautiful plate here of
Okay.
ketchup, mustard, and veggie mayo.
Okay.
And
So-
gotta have pickles. Gotta have pickles. I mean, can you eat a burger without pickles?
I can.
Can you?
Yeah.
Oh, I love my pickles.
Yeah.
No.
How you like those plates? Is that cool or what?
I don't think that's the only one you have.
I've got a stack of them.
No, those are in my car.
No, they better not be. I've got your keys.
Oh, you do. I've got your
I do.
alarm
I
to your
have
house.
your keys.
I'll keep pushing the panic button. I'll have to keep calling him like, panic, panic.
But we're going to make a massive burger here.
We are.
And one thing, when it comes to making burgers, I think the best thing to do is hit the bottom with the lettuce.
Oh, not the top.
And because that's going to help keep any oils and things, moisture from absorbing into the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a really good thing to do. A lot of people will even sauce the bun, but if you're going to have it later, you don't want to sauce the bun. If you're
No.
going to eat it right away, it's fine.
Right.
But okay, you ready for this?
I am.
There we go.
Look how beautiful.
Massive burger there.
How about a little onion? Can we put 2?
Well, I'm kind of one of those
Pull
guys
them
that
off.
goes like this.
Is that what you like to do?
Yeah.
I do too.
But I would
Now,
actually do the tomato first.
You want to do the tomato first, and these little tiny. I think the girl.
2 slices, boom.
The girl pieces were yours.
This is the technical. This is the technical way that you would actually do the very best burger. Would be like that, officially.
And we have so many of the
Mm-hmm.
different cheeses now, like the Daya, Follow Your Heart. There are a lot of cheeses out there they could put on this, still a vegan burger.
Yeah.
Vegan oat burger, scrumptious.
And this is
Yum.
the what do you call it? jumbo,
Colossal.
colossal. And it looks fabulous. In fact, let me take a bite of that.
Oh, you're gonna like it. I'm excited because we get to eat lunch.
Wow. Wait, here, let's put that aside for a minute.
Set that aside.
Yeah, I'm gonna show the zoom on. Let me get the zoom camera. Look at that.
And look how hot.
Absolutely spectacular.
Oh, that's
Wow.
great. And you can freeze these. I make 25, 50 burgers at a time, Mark. Like I said, if you make them a little smaller, make your smaller patties, I put them in the oven, I put them in my baggies. If I need something quick, I can go in, I can thaw them out, throw them in the oven with the gravy, and I've got an entree. Or I've got burgers all the time. Put some barbecue sauce on it. You can fire that up on a grill.
The flavor is absolutely
It is really good.
fabulous.
It is. It is. Oh,
There you go.
wonderful. Hey, we're done. We'll probably be back after we get through eating, but this is it for today. We're going to go eat.
Hey everybody, I'm back here in my workstation, busy at work, getting you the information you need to live a healthier life. And let me tell you, I do a lot of work here. This is like my home away from home. I spend time in the kitchen and I spend time at the office studying, doing homework, finding out what I need to get to you. And I've got a website here. This is PETA, which I'm sure you all know PETA, which is the People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals. And I just wanted to share with you, this is right on their, must be one of their front pages here. But what they have is order your free vegan starter kit right here. And I thought that was pretty cool. Did you know that you could save 100 animals per year just by adopting a vegan diet? That's right, going vegan saves lives. Getting started is easy. Just fill out the form below and receive a free copy of PETA's Vegan Starter Kit. It will guide you through the transition to healthier, happier, and longer lasting life. It has everything from recipes and tips on eating out to health information and videos. Want to get started right now? Check out our info on how to go vegan. So this is it right here. Order your free starter kit. Just go to PETA, and there's some interesting things here. Learn what to buy, what to eat, and where to eat. Isn't that one of the things we talk about all the time? You know, what to buy, what to eat, and where to eat. Browse hundreds of free recipes, so I'll have to take a look at that sometime. And most of the recipes I find from other people, I know how to improve on them and make them even better. That's why my recipes are better than everybody else's. So, except Melody Prettyman. She seems to have rubbed off on me, and I've rubbed up on her quite a bit. So between the two of us, you get really spectacular recipes. So yes, order your vegan starter kit today. So anyway, just wanted to share that with you. It's available on PETA.org, and you can actually get a starter kit. I might have to actually order that and see what it's all about. But just one of those things I wanted to share with you, and we'll see you later. All right, ready?
I am ready.
Ladies and gentlemen, finally, after hundreds of years waiting for the perfect burger, I have talked Melody into sharing with us her secret burger recipe that is so good that you are just... Are they going to share this with all their friends?
No.
That you are never going to share with all of your friends.
I've had more people ask me for this recipe, and I haven't shared it yet. This is the first time.
So we want to make sure you never share this with anybody else. Just keep it for yourself as your little secret recipe, and they're all going to be like, how do you make those? They're so good. They are just the best burgers I've ever had in my entire life. And you're going to say, I've got a secret.
Yes. Yeah. Although I thought you liked my oat burgers pretty good.
Oh, those are to die for.
Aren't those good?
Is that a good thing? To die for? I
guess, yeah.
Think about this for a minute.
You know what? What's right in the middle of death?
E-A-T. Eat.
We are eating ourselves to death.
Yeah, and that's what's to die for.
Yeah.
Because anything unhealthy is to die for.
It is. You don't say.
So maybe we need to rephrase that. Then.
Yeah, you don't sit and eat tomatoes and lettuce and things like that and say, oh, I could just die for this.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Okay. You know what I'm going to do? Let's see.
It's hot.
Is it
Go
hot?
ahead. Go ahead. You're good.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put some of these onions in there first.
Okay.
Let me break up some of the heat a little bit.
Do a little sautéed onions.
I really want these sauteed to where they are transparent. And we're not going to use
I noticed
water today. We are going to use
Beet juice.
Beet juice.
Are you catching the color already? I'm going to clean that up right now.
Yes. Yes, I am catching that. And you know why?
Yeah, that beet color just gets everywhere,
It
doesn't
does.
it?
It
That's
does.
okay.
Let me have your
Okay, there you go.
Yes,
Is this going to keep in the color? Is that going to stay that way?
it will, and you could put it right back on that fire. I
You want
really,
that right back?
yes, I want this to saute. I want this to get good and transparent. This is an awesome, awesome recipe.
Okay, so we're going to get this.
Yeah, let's get that. We're gonna.
Takes a couple minutes.
It takes a couple minutes. We're gonna cook down the onions. We're gonna make sure that those onions are really, really good and red.
Okay.
So after a couple minutes, Mark, you've sautéed and caramelized your onions with your beet juice.
Yeah, they look
Look
gorgeous
at that.
actually.
Look how I can push down on them and
They
they
kind of
just
break up.
They break up.
You
Hand
could
me
actually
some of those
blend them if
beets.
you wanted
You
to.
could.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, if you have somebody that has a texture problem and they do not like, if they don't like any onions, except for they have to be pureed, my advice is puree them. Just puree them. All right, Mark, I want some of those seasonings that we have over there, if you'll give me just a little bit of them. And I'm adding
Well, I've
a little
got
more
this
water
seasoning.
and a spoon.
You're probably talking about these chipotles, right?
Chipotle peppers in adobo sauce. And this is something.
There's a mustard here too.
There is a mustard. That's a Creole mustard because it's Zatarain's. This is the brand I like to use.
And that's the
This is the maple
applewood rub, huh?
applewood. Is that maplewood or applewood? Applewood. Smell this already.
that
I want
smells
you to
really
start
good.
smelling this.
Smells really good. Tastes really good too.
It tastes delicious.
So we've
Yeah.
got a couple specifics for your secret ingredient. But I would imagine if you do stuff at home and you find these products that really work for you, go for it.
You use them.
When you're using a lot more of the juice you're trying to pull out of there, I see you're
I'm
extracting.
trying to get some of this juice out because normally I would sit and chop these a little bit, but I'm not going to do
Just
it
a couple
here.
teaspoons basically is
Yeah,
all
just
you're
a couple.
looking for. Is that it?
Oh yeah, and that is it. I want about a good tablespoon squirt of that mustard right in here, Mark.
A tablespoon squirt. That's a good tablespoon squirt.
All right. Now I need my rice.
Okay, you got some salt here too if you want.
We'll salten it up here in just a minute.
Okay, not yet.
Not yet.
Rice.
Rice,
This is cooked rice.
cooked brown rice.
Cooked brown rice.
Cooked brown
So
rice.
just like that. You want it
Just
all?
like- I want it all.
Okay. Oop, I missed one. Oh, missed another. Okay.
Now look at the color of that rice. What is that,
We
Mark?
did something
What did we do?
with the beets where it changed color and the red went away.
I think we were doing a frosting or something, weren't we, one time?
It was a cookie in the oven.
Was
we
it a
did
cookie?
we did a spinach cookie and then we did a beet cookie in the oven
Think we
because we
did.
wanted the red and green. But the red just quit turning red. It
just
turned
quit
into a
turning red.
brown.
It did.
And the green stayed green from the spinach, but the red did not. But here, when you're cooking it like this, it's staying red.
It will stay red.
Yeah.
And meat is what color?
Red, usually.
Yeah. See, you can't even see that. You can't really even see unless you really look close, Mark. Where are those onions?
See, and I've got a similar burger that I did at a
Do
camp
you?
meeting for 1,000 people, and nobody knew that it was a vegan burger. And I used the beet juice and everything, and they were all coming up to each other saying, "Does he know this is supposed to be all vegan?" And they were all afraid to eat it. They were, and
Really?
yeah, because it
Wow.
was that realistic.
Now, I just want to taste it here. I do want just a little salt.
And I'm gonna let you go for it because you know what you tasted. Okay, is that enough salt for you?
I think that's plenty.
Okay.
Now, you're probably looking at me thinking, Melody, that's really loose. We're going to make a burger out of this, right?
Pure Himalayan.
Yeah, I only
Ancient
use a
sea
couple
salt.
different salts, and it's a Himalayan or the real salt.
TJ Maxx for $3.99.
You can beat that.
Yeah. Okay, and is it the secret ingredient?
This is oats. I
The
want to
oats.
put some oats in there because I want the oats to really, I'm going to shut
Do you
this
put
off.
water in it?
I had a little bit of water in there, but I'm going to add just a little bit if I need it. You know, sometimes
You really need this thing to dry up then.
I need this to dry up. I really do.
Wow. Because we got to really make this form into a patty.
It's got to form into a patty, yes.
This is amazing. I've had these burgers a couple times, and definitely by far one of the best burgers. But I don't know, that oat burger that you have is.
I know, it's good. The
That
millet
is
burger is
so
good too.
good.
They're all
I'll
good.
tell you, you should have been a cook.
I should.
You really should have. You missed your calling. Yeah.
Yeah, and you should have been a chef.
Yeah, I missed my calling.
Yeah, you make a good preacher though.
I'm more of a glorified dishwasher. That's what I
Yeah.
think of myself as.
You know, I spent years washing dishes because
Mm-hmm.
my dad said you had to learn how to wash the dishes before you could become a chef.
Yeah, I started out bussing tables.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Bust them
Yeah.
too. My dad owned
Up
restaurants.
in South Dakota,
South
up at Mount
Dakota?
Rushmore.
Okay, do you see
Yeah.
this right now?
Uh-huh.
It's going to stick together for me.
And that's what you want?
That's exactly what I want. I want this to be able to form into a patty, and I can do it at this point.
Wow.
And it's still really, really, really hot, and it's best to let this
So we're done
cool
with this?
down. Yeah,
And then you're going to be patting this up right here, huh?
I'm going to be patting that
It's
up.
best to let this cool down? Is that what you're saying?
It's best to let this cool a little bit, let it tighten up.
Okay. So,
But look at that. Folks, does that not look like hamburger meat?
here, let me put it on this zoom camera right here. See if that really.
That looks like hamburger meat. What
Yeah.
we can do is I'm going to put some out here, Mark. Why don't you put some gloves
You want
on?
to let this rest a little while?
Yeah, we can. We can let it rest.
Let's do it right.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
We're going to let this rest.
See, Mark, now after it's cooled where you can handle it a little bit, because before it was just way, way too hot. And I know what you're going to say. Woo, that's spicy. You like that?
It's perfect. It's a little woody.
Right.
Yeah.
Earthy, is that what you want
Yeah,
to say?
like something you'd put on a. Man, I wish we had the charbroiler
You got the pan on over
outdoors.
there for me?
We're doing the indoor version today, ladies and
Oh,
gentlemen.
this is a burger that I can't wait to do on the grill for my unvegan friends. I have family and friends that
let me
aren't
come over
vegan.
here.
Look here, Mark. Look at this. Look at this patty.
Wow. Go ahead. You're going to do some in the.
I'm on. Oh, you're going to do some on the.
Yeah, we're going to show you both. I still want to show people
I like
both,
to
even
do
though.
that. That actually feels like hamburger.
Have you tried this for other applications other than just hamburgers?
No. No, I haven't. Oh, but if you had something to put grill marks across that,
Pahini, like a pahini.
like a panini,
panini.
panini, bikini. What are you trying to
Pahini,
say? It's panini.
Panini, is that what it is?
Yes, it's
And I see how you're keeping it thick around the outsides.
Yeah, that's how
Because-
burgers are.
This burger is not going to shrink, is it?
No, no, it's not.
Yeah.
Not your typical hamburger. You start out with a pound, you end out with a third.
You're getting two done to my one.
Well,
Okay, like that?
that's a big burger. Yummy.
Okay. And you got the last two there?
And you know, Mark, you're probably thinking, that doesn't make very many burgers. Folks, I only used about 1.5 cups of cooked rice.
Small batch.
I just made a small batch for today. You can make them however big you want to. I actually made these for my son's Super Bowl party year before last. And he had some guy friends from UPS, you know, all of his buddies come over. And they were in the basement, you know, where the big screen's at. Mom went upstairs and grabbed her vegan burgers. And they were all just chowing down saying, man, these are good burgers. And my son's like, oh, my mom made those. Those have no meat in them. They're made from rice. And they're like, what? They loved them.
Yeah, what? Okay, I'm going to switch these around. There you go.
And I'm going to throw these in the oven. I want to cook them till they're really nice and golden on both sides. But look, you're getting a little darkness
Got
there.
a little searing, but we'll see
Little
how it works
searing.
out.
I like to put these on about 350, 375 for about 20 to 30 minutes.
Okay, well, let's do that, and then we'll come back and show you what they look like. Burger.
Well, Mark, how are you going there?
Oh, these look great.
You know, I'm throwing
look
something
at
together
these.
for you.
Yeah, nice little browning action. Of course, the ones in the oven, which they're looking good. They're getting a little crispness, but they don't get that browning action.
Not like they do when
So,
they're fried.
Let's use these babies. What are you doing over there?
Just messing around, Mark.
I guess. Wait.
I'll tell you in a minute. Trust me.
Stevia? 100% natural. Excellent taste, no bitterness, 0 calories. Okay.
Exactly.
Well,
I'm making a mess.
I think I'll use this burger here. What do you think? And we'll take the monster burger. Go right here. Look at that thing. People would look at that and say,
Man, you guys can cook.
We're not supposed to serve meat.
Yeah.
Meat is bad for you. But that baby is absolutely phenomenal.
You ready?
I don't know. What are you doing? Okay, so you just got a little salad on the side.
Not just a little salad. I want you to taste something. I put 4 ingredients in, and one of them was water.
That is yummy.
I used some organic apple cider vinegar, a little Creole mustard, stevia, and garlic powder. That's it. And a little bit of water just to tone it down. Simple, Mom.
That is absolutely
Simple.
fabulous.
And the sugar was stevia, the sweetener. And you have that umami, that sweet and sour that just, pops right in your mouth.
Wow. That's what we're going to do.
Goes great with that
right
burger.
there. You can tell I'm a good eater because I keep nibbling, you know. But look at
Love
this.
it.
Back here, let me
It is good.
bust off a piece of this burger here. Steaming hot. Look at that on the inside.
This looks like a piece of meat.
It sure does, doesn't it?
It does. Beets are
Wow.
so good for you. Full of chromium, great copper, zinc. Those are the minerals that we need for our body. We need that. Trace minerals.
So this is Melody's secret recipe burger that now you have the secret recipe for, and you're not allowed to share it with
Not
anybody.
going to share it. Can't share it.
Yes, no sharing.
Should I put this out here on TV?
Well, we'll do it, but I don't think we'll put ingredients. Let's not give them the actual ingredients.
Oh, that's mean.
Well, they've got the ingredients. They watched us do it. You know, if you want to order this particular program, you can just call us and we will send you the DVD. We're always happy to do that. But,
We are.
I think this is the one recipe that they're not going to get the recipe for. Okay. How's that sound?
That sounds good.
That sounds good.
Awesome burger.
Awesome shot.
Yes, thank you.
Yes.
You are.
I guess we'll see you next time in the kitchen. Hey everybody, just doing a little more of my biblical homework here, and I came across something I just had to share with you because my brain goes the extended mile so many times, you know that. And I wanted to share with you Philippians 4:13. And how many of you have heard this? I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. The interesting part is that's not the original version translation. There was never that word can in that scripture. It used to be, I do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Woo, baby, what a difference that scripture has just by one little word. So instead of I do all things through Christ who strengthens me, Satan has changed it into I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. See, today's mentality is all about I. It's all about self. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Instead of the conviction, I do all things through Christ who strengthens me. So let's put ourselves aside. Get that can, get that I can out of your life and start getting the conviction of doing all things through Christ who strengthens us. We'll see you next time. Just a reminder, our books are available on the website. We've got Vegan Simplicity available. We've got Melody Prettyman's book available, Simply Yummy. Really good, great recipes in that book. simply incredible. 400 pages, full color. And our newest edition is the Baby Steps to an Amazingly Healthier You. And this is a great 12-part DVD, has 4 discs in there, and it has a really great insight about how to take those steps one step at a time and start getting healthier. And so this is one that I think you'll really enjoy. And all these are available, chefmarkanthony.com, and we'll see you next time. Melody, when you're right, okay? That burger recipe has got to be my favorite. That has got to be one of the best with the onions and the mushrooms. Oh,
it does.
man.
It kicks it. It kicks it. Really great flavor, and that's my husband's favorite burger recipe. And I thought the rice burger would be his favorite recipe, but that one is. He loves the oat burger.
Mine too.
And I've actually frozen, put them in the freezer, and just put them frozen right in a casserole dish. Boom, boom, boom. Lined them up, tilted them up a little bit. Took my mushroom gravy, poured over top, popped in the oven, taken it to potluck that quick, because those are staples in my house.
Right.
I have those already prepared most of the time.
Yeah, the other burger, it has the right color and texture and everything.
Wow, look like a piece of hamburger meat.
It's just amazing, but I still like that.
You still like the other one? Yeah.
Yeah, it's
good.
a savory. It's a whole different flavor. It's not a burger flavor. And it's just such a unique flavor that I know everybody's going to love.
Oh wow, when you put your veggies and your mustard, ketchup, whatever condiments you use with your lettuce, tomato, onion. I like sweet pickles. I don't like dill. And put that on that burger. I'm telling you, folks, my mouth just salivates.
Amen. Well, that's our program for today, and we've got some of these recipes on the websites, not them all, but
give us a call, email us.
We're easy to get a hold of, and we're always able to shoot out recipes to you if you need them. Books are available. Donations. We've got this is a ministry. We don't charge. We don't have sponsors that are putting up 10 hours of commercials for every 1 hour of programming, things like that. And so we do appreciate your contributions. And I guess we will see you next time in the kitchen, getting healthy one bite at a time.